We're currently walking through the suburbs of Brighton right now, and it is absolutely freezing. It's also pouring it down, and yeah, I'm cold. And basically, we looked at the maps for the Gladstone, and we didn't really realise that it was actually up a massive, huge hill. If you look behind you, yeah, look at that. Oh, look at this!
Woo,
we're going downhill. Yes.
So what's your opinion of the night so far, Charlie?
It's going very well. It's gone incredibly well. I mean, we've walked all the way down a high street looking for a place to eat, and there's two Papa John's on the same street in suburban Brighton. How does that make sense?
Does
If I
seem
see
rather
two
silly.
McDonald's on the same street, what's the point? It's the same business. I'm getting really furious right now. I'm getting absolutely mad.
Because he's hungry.
Yeah.
Humming on in there?
Never heard that before.
Yeah, that's a thing.
There we go, and we're rolling.
Sweet.
That's an umpire.
Humming on in there, dude.
Humming on in there.
That's
the catchphrase of this interview. Humming on in there.
Yeah.
Humming on in there, kid.
That's to be taken however you interpret it.
Alright.
On in there.
Ready?
Ready.
Introduce yourselves. Who are you guys? Who are you guys?
Oh, we're in the Stone Foxes from San Francisco.
Ooh.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
That's nice.
I'm Vince.
I'm Shannon.
Elliot.
There we go. So, you guys arrived in the town of Brighton. You guys
Indeed.
came to El Grey town, country.
That's right.
El Grey country. How has your trip been here to get here from US?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's been long and beautiful and brand new and
Very green.
sparkly.
I mean, you
and
guys,
shiny
it's your first time
and
in
rainy.
Britain, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
how's
Yeah.
it feel to be in Britain? Have you guys ever visited Britain before?
No, I came one time. I don't know. I think you have too.
I never had.
Oh.
Never.
Well, but never to play. So like to come out here and there's like people at shows and even some of them know lyrics.
Yeah.
And then they're like
Pretty cool.
mosh. And it's crazy and we have to, we kind of freak out because we don't want them to hurt themselves. But everybody's having a great time and
Yeah.
it's pretty
great.
amazing, man.
That's great.
It's been
The
it's
numbers
been
have
cool.
just
High
been
energy.
blowing my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. So, you guys missing the California sun? Is it? I mean,
Yes.
it's raining outside
Yes.
today, isn't it?
Just the one.
Oh,
The
we-
rest is
we
cool.
bit.
Yeah. You guys getting used to the rain in Britain then?
I am not. I'm totally looking forward to
At least be
returning.
honest.
Yeah.
I
mean,
mean,
we
rain
all have to
season in
admit
San
that.
Francisco too, so it's not totally
Yeah.
dissimilar.
Yeah.
We're
but-
not like sunshine.
Sunshine Coast.
Like
Yeah.
It's funny because
Flip-flop
East Sussex,
boys.
where we are now, is actually England's Sunshine Coast. I say that in
Yeah.
quotation
Oh, okay.
marks. It's,
This is like Miami.
yeah,
but-
it's the sunniest part of Britain, basically.
Gotcha.
Not that great.
did give me a
Miami
very
of
Miami vibe.
Yeah, I
the second
feel
got
like
here.
very much like Miami.
So you've been touring with at the moment with Bite the Buffalo.
Yeah.
How has the tour been, and what's your favourite memories of it? What's your most significant moment?
Oh, so many memories.
Yeah, I think Bath was the first. Well, so like the first show that we did, they taught us about, it's sort of like the bands are getting used to each other,
Yeah.
being in a van for a long time
Yeah.
driving, and so they taught us about this game called Danger Can. Have you ever heard of that?
They
heard of that
didn't
one.
teach us. Reese taught us, the
Well-
keyboard player. Nobody else had ever heard of it.
Yeah.
What is that true?
It's totally true.
Oh, okay.
Reese brought it up. And
I think he just invented it right then on the spot.
So evidently the idea is that you chug your beer and then
No.
no.
Yeah, it's all wrong.
It's a full can of beer, and you slam it against your head, and you go danger can.
See, he would get upset
incredible.
right now
Listen.
because every time we say that, he says, "No, you're getting it wrong."
And then,
Then he explains.
if it doesn't explode, you pass it to the next guy.
yeah,
And they have
it's a
to try
circle
And he
game.
does it again.
Okay.
So you pass
And
the beer
you
around
keep
the
doing
circle.
it
So
until
the
it
what
explodes.
happens to the person that actually managed to break it? They have to drink all of it.
I think
Drink
they
it.
probably
I
like
think they
pass
win.
out and
Pass
go to the
out.
hospital.
That means they win.
But then we said danger can, and then we started saying danger van, and then this whole idea of that we're the Danger Van crew came together,
Danger Van
and I
posse.
think
That's
it
incredible.
became this like united front. These
So
two
our
bands.
two bands combined are now the Danger
Danger
Van.
Van.
Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible. That's
side
that's
project,
great. That's
really.
something. That's something.
Expect an
But
album.
For me, the most memorable part was London for sure last
Yeah,
night. That was
yeah.
a thrill.
Yeah.
Just to sell at a show in London is like, it's a big deal for
Yeah.
musicians. So we had a ball up for that.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you guys have performed alongside big acts such as Black Keys,
Yeah.
even ZZ Top. That's a big, significant one, isn't it?
Yeah.
How was your experience with those guys? Like, how did you manage to get there? That's
Everybody's
amazing.
nice.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
No, it's wild. Yeah, when you get, we play some bigger festivals and we
Yeah.
get to meet really cool folks. It's crazy, man. I think the cool part to me is that most of the guys who are really big are really nice. And so, like Patrick from the Black Keys was just rummaging through our stuff, and we were wondering who it was, and we were like, that's our stuff. And he turned around and he said, "Oh, I'm just looking at your bass," and we're like, "Oh, you're Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick.
Oh,
Patrick
you
Cody.
can
Yeah,
you can
look at
rummage
what you
through my
want."
crap anytime."
Right.
But then Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top, he let my brother and who plays with us sometimes, he play all of his guitars, and then he hung out with us. And
Even the fuzzy ones.
yeah, the one with like white and pink hair. But yeah, I don't know. Backstage at festivals, you meet a lot of really cool folks, and
That's cool.
it's awesome. It's really cool how nice folks are.
Yeah. Wow. Anyway, your music's been compared to Jack White, Kings of Leon. There's a lot of comparisons, but I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? How do you best describe your music? What are your influences? It's a tough question, I have to admit.
I don't think we really compare ourselves to other bands necessarily. More we just draw on certain styles and
There you go.
eras. And
I like knowing that the common thing that we all kind of always come back to is just a good sense of rock and roll at its
Yeah.
root.
Just doing your own thing. just
Yeah,
kind
it's
of-
not like we're like a blues band that likes to
Yeah.
just play like blues songs, and it's not like we're like a punk band that likes to play punk songs. It's like we have all of those influences, but it always comes back to just like a rock
Yeah.
core.
totally.
Sweet. So your new album's coming out. Well,
Yeah.
not new album. It's more of a compilation album, isn't it? Was it?
Yeah, it
12,
was fun.
12 spells.
Yeah.
It's coming out on the 18th of March. Tell us a little bit about the album.
It's like so Vince joined the crew what, 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago?
Yeah, about 2.5, 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's a long time. So like over time,
It's all kind of built up, kind of evolved in something.
yeah. So like Elliot and I, our guitar player, my brother, he writes with us, but he doesn't tour anymore. So we need to add some new pieces. So we got my buddy Brian, who's our drummer / bass player now, who joined the band. We were in high school together, and then Vince joined the crew, and then later on Ben joined the crew. And over that span of time, we wrote all these songs. And so we would jump in the studio every once in a while and record these things, and we're like, we're sitting on this group of songs that we really like, and it's kind of like a chronicle of how this new crew came together.
Yeah.
So that's how I think of the record, is it's this collection of how this group came to be,
Yeah.
and now and we feel really great
Yeah.
about we're proud of it, and now that's where it is,
Mm.
and now we're gonna go to the next place.
That's
So
cool.
that's
That's
the
kind of like a
idea.
little audio diary in a way. It's kind of
And
like
that's-
chronological.
Dear Diary,
Dear Diary, this is where we started.
today
Yeah.
we sing a song
And
about
this is how it
income
goes.
inequality.
And that's I don't know if this is in there as well, but so we released each song, song by song per month
Yeah.
for 12 months in a row to create
Yeah.
the 12 spells, and that made so much more sense than thinking of those group of songs as like some kind of cohesive collection,
Yeah.
because it wasn't. It was
Yeah.
very incohesive, and like
Yeah.
that was kind of the beauty of it.
Yeah.
So releasing them.
Yeah, I think that in writing it was a lot of just like not a completely cohesive vision, but I think the cool thing about it to me is that in the end it feels very cohesive. Like,
Yeah.
We were surprised, I think.
yeah, the collection
Like-
of songs sit really well together, and it's like, wow, this thing actually came into an album.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it
That's
feels
really cool.
very much like an album.
But you can feel the phase in and out of like, oh, they were in this mood
Yeah.
during this span of months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure,
And then they
So
were
it kind
in
of just
this.
it kind of just chronologies everything that you've done over that year, really.
Yeah,
Those 12
pretty much.
months.
Those
Yeah.
12
Like
those
everything
12
that
months,
changed,
yeah.
everything that got better, everything that got worse when you're down days, all that kind of thing.
Yeah, there's definitely a part of the record that got worse. It got worse. No,
There's some down days, and
Everyone has
there's
those years.
Mhm.
Everyone
there's
has
the
those days.
crying part of the record. Yeah.
So yeah, your video, Locomotion,
Yeah.
it's a big hit on YouTube
That's
for
a
you
fun-
guys. How was it made? How was the video production of it? What did you
It's
guys
actually
involve in that?
really simple. Our manager Joe shot most of it with our friend Stacy, who we work with a lot. And we're just not very good at basketball, so it came very
It
naturally.
was quite a fun video after that.
Very
It's a
natural.
little silly,
It's a little
yeah.
silly.
But that's okay. I mean,
Yeah.
part of that song is just that energy,
Yeah.
and so it's like we need to have some sort of energetic
Yeah.
kind
It
of
is
thing.
quite
going.
energetic. I love that
And
song. It's a great
and
one.
we, you know, like we sing about some pretty serious stuff most of the time,
Yeah.
and that's kind of a huge core of what we like to do with our music is to sing about things we're passionate about, whether it's you know, social justice
Yeah.
or it's whatever it is.
Yeah.
But that and that song is about my great grandpa running away from the cops in Russia in 1980. You know, during the Bolshevik
Really?
Revolution.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
and so
incredible.
he almost got caught at the train station, and that's sort of what the song's about. But I thought, you know what, like the energy's so much there, we gotta play basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That's cool.
Rather than trying to reenact like
Yeah,
you
you
had Train
can-
Station.
yeah.
Revolution.
That
That
could have
wa-
been bad.
The budget was too high.
The one thing I have to ask about the video is what happened at the end with the cheeseburger and the fries?
Ha!
What was that about? That was
That's just his
That's-
brother
that
being
was
his
Spence.
brother.
that's
Just,
incredible.
That's
we
a
like
little
left the
silly.
mic on
Great
too
rhyme.
long in the recording studio, and he just kept going and kept improvising.
We thought
Quite
we
funny.
gotta keep all of
That's good
that.
stuff.
That's incredible.
Yeah, a lot of people, like friends of ours, will come up and go, cheeseburger, man.
Yeah.
And you think like, what are you?
Oh yeah, that
That's
video, that one,
Yeah.
my brother. So this is probably the hardest question I'm going to ask you guys, and you guys might feel a lot of shame from it. How would you best describe your music to someone that has never listened to Stone Foxes?
I think
Super
it
cool,
was-
man.
Super
It
cool,
was the
man.
simple words of rock and roll.
Simple words of rock
Yeah.
and roll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I describe it.
What about yourself?
Yeah, that's what we've come to that conclusion. Is that that's the best way to go? Like Elliot was saying earlier, it's sort of like that's the root of it.
That's just rock
And
and
we'll
roll.
branch out and we'll grab all of our influence from the Clash to My Morning Jacket to whatever,
Hmm.
and then we'll come back and it's
That's a
like
good
this
way
is
of
where
having
we
it,
come
yeah.
from.
Just
Yeah.
keeping it all fresh, keeping it all new. It's a good
Yeah.
thing. And finally, what do you guys have planned for the future? Any more tours in the UK? Maybe a European tour?
We like that.
I'd love that. I really hope this is the start of something
Yeah.
beautiful that we do. At
Yeah.
least I would love to
Feels
do
like the beginning of something
a
big for
UK
us
tour
here.
like once a year.
Yeah.
This feels like something beautiful.
Yeah. You guys should come back even more.
We'll be
That's
back
great.
for sure.
Yeah,
Definitely.
can't wait. Yeah, but in the meantime, we're gonna go right. Go right. We gotta go home and write a bunch of
Yeah,
stuff.
gotta go right.
Yeah.
That's everything. Thank you guys. Thank you so
man.
much for that.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
That was the Stone Foxes at the Gladstone in Brighton. Hope you enjoyed it.
Cheers, guys.